Give me a count. Give me a countdown. I'm gonna spit this out. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaulani Twala, bringing you the commentary for the second half of this Under 16A Northwood versus Westville game. I'm joined by
Samuel McCall.
and Sam. How do you fare this game going?
Well, I think the game has gone pretty well so far from Northwood's side. It's very close at the moment, so I guess we'll just have to see with time how the game pans out.
Yeah, the game has looked very gripping, and Northwood first scoring and Westville equalizing later on, just a few seconds later. And it'll be interesting to see in the next two chukkers how the game will end. Do you think we have another goal in store for us, Samuel?
I think we have a few goals in store for us, Colony. The forwards have been playing really well, so I think we'll just have to see whoever comes on top.
And it's interesting to see that due to this corona pandemic that has affected us, that the grade nines playing in this team, it's their first fixture together as a team playing hockey for Northwood. And after being in the school for almost 2 years, what do you think that will affect the chemistry of the team, Samuel?
Well, I think they've had a lot of trainings together, so they should know each other well enough to be able to gel on the field. It looks like they've done a good job so far. The grade nines have coped really well, from what I've seen. And we'll just have to see how they go through the next half of the game.
Yeah, it's looked very good from the building of the play and the chemistry between the team. And we look to have a good game in store for us. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for this third chukka in the second half of this game. Westville look on the attack far down in the Northwood D. Sam, do you think Westville are going to attack Northwood, or do you think Northwood are going to sit back and get the attack?
Well, Kalani, I think they're going to look to manipulate the press on either side. I think both sides so far have looked like they want to take the game. So I guess we'll just have to see how the game pans out.
Well, Northwood looks like they're building the play down the line there by the Northwood player. And looks like the pass was a bit poor. Westville look on the attack again. The Westville player looking for the pass down the line.
Good interception there by the Northwood boy.
Great interception there. And this game's looking more intense as the time goes by, as it looks more and more equal. Any team can win this game.
Northwood making some sloppy mistakes in the first few minutes. What do you think that could be from Colin?
I think, Sam, that could be the fatigue of the players, but we can't put any team out because everyone's fatigued on that field. And both teams can make mistakes, but I think Northwood can come out on top here. Westville building the play there in the half of the field. They're passing the ball around, trying to open up the defense of Northwood. Going down the line, the Westville player into the Northwood defender. Great stop there.
Ben Bashford.
Great stop there by Ben Bashford.
Passes it out to his defender. Just staying on the ball. Ooh.
Pass inside there, but the Northwood player could not find his teammate. Great defense there by Northwood. They look to keep Westville out of their D, and they're doing the job imminently.
Good skill there by the Westville midfield.
But here comes a Westville player down into the D. He's looking for a pass, and he passes it out.
Looks to recycle the ball to create a new opportunity.
He's recycling the ball and looking for the pass. His eyes are wide open, looking for the player to pass it, to hit it into the goal. But
Calm there by the Westville player, Colin.
Very, very calm. Nerves of steel there by the player, the young boy. But in the past few minutes, we've seen that Westville have looked more attacking and Northwood have looked very defensive on the game.
Northwood have struggled to get into this third chukka so far, Carlani. Would you agree?
I think, yes. I think once Northwood build a good couple of passes, they can get easily into the Westville D and score a goal. But here comes the Northwood player, looks to come down the line.
Good skill there. Ooh.
Great skill there, but defending. A pass, great pass there. Great pass, and he crosses it. Oh, and it's not a goal.
Cleared by the Northwood defender.
Cleared by the Northwood defender, and the Westville player could not finish the play, but it was a great build-up play and a great pass. And back to what you were saying, Sam, Northwood are looking a bit vulnerable there in the defense.
Westville win a short corner.
Short corner there for Westville.
What do you think they'll do, Carlani?
I think the boys are going to look to pass it and go straight for goal, as you can't waste time on the short corners here, as the press of Northwood is good, and the boys will just look to flick it into the top corner. The Westville player is taking the short corner. He passes it. He looks to pass it, and he's wasted time. Great save there by the goalkeeper. Brilliant save, brilliant stop.
Yes.
And Northwood win the ball, and they look to attack Westville while they're not defending. Westville defenders running back to their own half to defend this Northwood attack.
Ball movement there by the centre back. Sahil Matar running up the right.
Oh, and he's been stopped by the Westville player. Northwood can't seem to get past their own half. They can't seem to get into Westville's half. And Westville again down the line.
Good tackle there by Sahil Matar.
Great tackle there. But Northwood looking strong defensively, Sam. What do you think?
I think they are looking strong defensively, Kolani. I think they just have to get into the game. They need to be more solid with their passing, in my opinion.
Yeah, the game of hockey is won by goals, so we can't really sit back and defend if we're not scoring goals, and we're not going to win games if we don't score goals. So Northwood looking to build an opportunity here. A pass is on there down the line. Brilliant pass, and he's running to it. Oh, will he get there? Oh, and he does. He gets there, and he saved the ball from going outside. Some skill is needed to get past there. And the player's got skill. And he's coming down, Ben Bashford, coming down that line. And he's got the skill. And unfortunately, he's defended well by the Westville player.
Boys.
Great defense from Westville boys. But that was the first opportunity Northwood's actually got to attack in this chukka.
Long corner now for Northwood.
Long corner for Northwood. Passed out wide. Look to string a few passes in the Westville D Northwood, and they look to get on the ball, but unfortunately they lose it.
Westville look to counter. Good skill by the Westville player, but the Northwood player recovers. Northwood's ball.
Great defense there by Northwood, but as I say again, Northwood are looking vulnerable on the counter attack. But here comes an attack there from Northwood. Great stop, great skill.
And again,
Unfortunately, he's defended once again by the Westville players.
What do you think of the chukka so far, Kawalani?
The chuck has been good. Northwood here with the long corner, and the ball has been passed back in. It's a shot, and it's not in. Unfortunately for Northwood, it's shot just wide. A Westville player taking the ball to the side, and he's trying to get the ball out of the D, but the Northwood press is looking too good, and he's got it out to his teammate. Great string of passes there by Westville, but defended well by the Northwood defender. And Northwood looked like to have space here in the D, and unfortunately, the Northwood player could not control the ball on its counter attack. And he flicks it over the player onto the Northwood player. A brilliant control from the Northwood boy, but unfortunately, it's deemed a stopper play.
Reece van der Linde on the ball, looking to create a chance for Northwood. Haven't done much in the chukka except for Bashford, just run down the left.
Northwood look in the D here. Look to shoot. Matai shoots, and that's a foot there.
Good shorty by Northwood.
Good
Let's see
shorty.
if they can capitalize, Mr. Twala.
Let's see if Northwood can capitalize on the short corner.
They have dominated the chukka so far, but Northwood could pull one back here and score a goal against the tide of the game.
Yes, there, Samuel. Northwood look interested in the short corner. They look hungry for the score back straight. But Westville, you can never count them out there, Samuel. They've looked very good on defense and offense. Let's see what the short corner has in store for us. It looks like it's being taken by Andre Stradom. Short corner about to be taken there by Andre Stradom. I wonder what's going through the heads of the young lads from Northwood. I'll come through this. A pass there by Andre Stradham, flicked onto, great save by the goalkeeper, brilliant save.
Brilliant save there. Good flick by Ben Bashford.
Great flick and great play by Northwood, but unfortunately the keeper was just too good. But here's a ball again. Oh, great hit, and that had power on it, and you could tell it would sting for the goalkeeper. Ben Bashford looks on the ball just outside the 22.
Northwood have had the last minute and a bit of possession. See if they can make something of it, Mr. Twala.
Yes, indeed, Samuel. Northwood look hungry for that.
Shift the play. Oh.
Northwood look hungry for that goal. You can tell that their coach there has been telling them to get that goal that will set the score straight in this chukka.
I think Northwood are just lacking with the final ball. They look good in the build-up, but haven't managed to do much after that, Mr. Twala.
Yes, Sam. The execution of the play has been good, but until the final ball. But here we go. Here's another chance to prove. Oh, unfortunately, it's gone just wide, and you can see the aggression on the players' faces. It's them. And if you miss a goal like that, surely it affects your confidence. What do you think, Sam?
Well, I think in Ben's case, he's played well so far. He did have 2 chances in the space of about a minute where he missed 2 hits, but I think he backs himself enough to know that he can come back from that.
But Northwood don't look affected here with the high press here by the players. Westphal playing it out, and that press has worked for Northwood as they forced Westphal to pass the ball out of bounds. Northwood looked to come back on the attack here. Great play from Northwood. You can tell there's something changed in the energy of the team. The team is looking overall better than the first half of the chukka. 49 seconds left in this chukka, and Northwood are looking on the attack. Northwood are looking hungry for that goal. You just hold it. Mute again, Chris.
Three seconds left of the chukka, Mr. Twala. What do you make of it?
Westphal on the attack here, but the chukka's been good here, Sam. It's been a very even chukka. With Westphal attacking the first half of the chukka, and you could see Northwood was back on defense, but Northwood went down and out. They came back, and they were attacking. They had a few good chances from the player Ben Bashford, and Andre Stradham looked to be good on the ball, and they had a few shots that gone just wide, and I think that's what the coach is going to say to them, just to execute their shots better, and the build-up to the play has been immense. What did you think of this chukka, Sam?
Well, I think that Westphal dominated for the first 10 minutes, Kaulani. Maybe 8 or 9, I'm sorry, 10 might be an over-exaggeration. But Northwood looked well. Northwood looked to be playing well in the last few minutes, so hopefully they can take that momentum into the last chukka.
And hopefully the next chukka will be better than this one. We'll be back for the next chukka, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, for the fourth chukker of this game. Northwood look on the attack there, and it's Ben Bashford again on the ball. Ben Bashford looked to be a man of the match candidate in this game. What do you think, Sam?
I think he has played well, but we'll just have to see what we have in store in the fourth chukker. I think it's up for grabs.
Northwood look
Ooh.
to have newfound energy in this game. They look to be put alive, and Northwood on the attack again, and it's Bezalenhout.
Oh.
And he's lost the ball in the D, but it's good play from Northwood here.
See the first team warming up down the left there. Carolina, what do you think the first team game has in store for us?
I think this first team game is something to watch, and I ask, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for it after this game. This first team game looks to be something strong, of a strong Westville side versus a strong Northwood side. Northwood having playing their first game of the season, and Westville look to win, and Northwood look to win, which makes it a game that keeps you at the edge of your seat.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just having some technical difficulties.
Northwood look for a side hit here. Passed back to build the play from the back here. Westville look to press the ball, but Northwood look calm under pressure.
Cool, calm, and collected, Mr. Twala.
That's been the story of
that in English today.
That's been the story for the game here between Northwood, as they've been pressed immensely. Same with Westville. The boys have been pressing each other immensely, and they've stayed calm under pressure.
I concur, Mr. Twala. 10 minutes left of the chukker of the game.
Westville on the attack, and it feels like the first time in forever that Westville have been in that side of the field.
Do you think the chances of a stalemate are increasing, Mr. Twala?
I certainly do not, Samuel. You cannot ride out any other team here. I think a goal is imminent, and hopefully for Northwood. Ball out there for Northwood, side hit for Northwood. Oh, and it's a flick. Great Bashford. Flick there by Mr. Bashford. Look to put the
ball. A long corner? Yes, long corner for Northwood.
Look to put the ball over the player and into the D. Great vision there from the player. Long corner there. Mr. Bashford on the ball with skills, but unfortunately was defended well, but it's still the Northwood's ball.
Mr. Bashford is the Bruno Fernandes of Northwood. Would you agree, Mr. Twala?
Surely the creation of the play. He looks to be the heart of the team right now. But the other players of Northwood have been playing very well.
Yes, in this last chukker, Northwood have looked to have more intensity.
They've looked
more purpose with their game.
They've looked a better team, certainly, Samuel. But Westville back on the attack.
Westville still have the quality to make it hurt.
This is a
Good
game.
Defending there by Northwood.
This is a game where you can't rule any team out of the game, as it is 1-1.
Westville's ball in the attacking quarter. Good skill there by the Westville player attacking the right baseline. But well defended.
Just off your screen, you can hear the BE boys coming with the music and the vibes. The BE boys coming to support their fellow Northwood brethren. They're coming to support the first team. And it's nice to see the brotherhood of Northwood here on this
alive, Mr. Twala. Because it's been a long time. We had COVID, and there was not that sense of brotherhood that the grade 8s would have felt last year. And even us, we missed it for a whole year. And what do you think the impact of, COVID getting better worldwide? What do you think?
I think
that has.
I think it's great that COVID is getting better. I think it's great that we're able to play this game of hockey and rugby hopefully next week. And the BE boys here supporting, I think it's great for them because I know the boys, they love to support and they love to scream and shout for their brothers. And I think just the overall morale for the team will improve with the BE boys here. And the boys look excited. Here's a ball for Northwood. The boy is sprinting down the line. Unfortunately, the ball is just too fast for him. But great sprint there by the Northwood player.
8 minutes left of the last chukker.
Pass out there from Westville.
Westville player has a lot of space in front of him, but is quickly caught up by Evan Fouché. One's a foot.
That's a foot there by the Westville player. Great play from the Westville player, considering he took the ball from his own half into the 23.
Westville on the attack, looking to create something. Good body manipulation there by the Westville player. We hope you, ladies and gentlemen, have enjoyed the stream so far.
Oh, great save there.
Great save there by Liam Peverett.
Great save by Liam Peverett.
16 for Northwood.
He's been very quiet throughout the game. I think he's
made a couple good saves, though, Carolina.
He's made a good saves, but the past 10 minutes or so, he's been very quiet as the ball hasn't been in the D of Northwood. But Northwood here with a great pass there.
Great pass there. Ben Bashford on the ball,
Ben
driving towards the
Bashford
D.
again on the ball. Oh, and he's messed up the pass, but he doesn't look down.
He jumps back, sprints back to win the ball.
As he should, Samuel, as he should. Jumps back and back onto the ball. And Northwood look on the ball here. Oh, and it's Westville's won it.
Imesh pressing the left back.
Oh,
and he wins it.
Brilliant.
The grade 9 approaches the D. What will he do with it?
Oh, unfortunately.
Looks to win it back.
Unfortunately, the
foul.
It was a big battle for that ball. But it's Northwood.
Not 5. Yes, great shorty there by Imesh. Let's see if they can make something of it with 6 minutes remaining. They'll look to capitalize. And if they do score, you never know. Could be the game.
Certainly, Sam. More and more, it's going like the next goal wins it here. But Northwood here on the corner. Northwood look to take this short corner.
Northwood look to capitalize. Restart and pushing the ball. Will they go to the first or second castle? First castle push. Imesh on the ball. Good effort there by the Northwood boys. Westville ball. They'll look to counter quickly. Northwood looking to get back into their shape.
Westville playing Northwood while they're out of shape.
Good jump back there by the young Trent Jessup.
Great jump back from Northwood as a whole team. The team has certainly gotten back into shape relatively quickly.
I think that's something important, Carolani, as a hockey player. You know, the 4 values of
yes, indeed, because
the hockey side.
Because the counter attack of the opposition teams is something that's a real threat once you're under pressure, because you relax a bit. And jumping back and going back onto defense is a great thing that the coaches are certainly teaching the boys. Ball there
as
for
Mr.
Northwood.
Baker says, defend first, attack second. If you have a solid foundation, you can build up from there.
Yes, Mr. Baker, the great Northwood first team coach, teaching the boys throughout the age group some inspiring words and some inspiring hockey and some great skills for the game.
And some life lessons as well, Mr. Twala.
Yes, certainly indeed. I've been witness to quite a few like Mr. Baker. Northwood pass it out. And it's gone outside of the play of the field. It's a Westville hit.
I think we might have a draw, Mr. Twala, on the cards. It's looking more and more likely as time passes by.
It's certainly looking more and more imminent that a draw would come, but I still think Northwood are gonna square it up and are gonna make the score right and score a goal and make it 2-1. But that may be my bias to Samuel.
Yes. After all, we are Northwood boys.
We are Northwood Knights.
Not Knights yet, Mr. Twala.
Soon to be Northwood Knights.
16 for Northwood. With 3 minutes to go, they'll be looking to try and get the last goal of the game.
You certainly can see the difference that the BE boys have made by being here. Just them being here, you can feel a sort of morale increase in the players watching the game and in the players playing the game.
Hopefully it gives them that extra bit of energy at the end of a hockey game when you're feeling almost tired to push through and get the winning goal, Mr. Twala.
Yes, indeed, Samuel. But Westville look on the attack here. Westville look is to shoot. Great save from Peverett. But it's a short corner, it looks like it, for Westville. But Peverett actually is looking quite good between the sticks there.
Very good, Mr. Twala. There's a lot of good goalkeepers in the under-16 age group. But I think Mr. Peverett has done well for himself tonight, Mr. Twala.
Certainly, but there's a lot of good goalkeepers in Northwood as a whole, as we've produced goalkeepers such as Tate Bird, who's playing SA level, and Quinn McKenzie, who played also at SA level. In the first team, there's great competition between the two goalkeepers, Nathan Pretorius and Toby Dwyer, and it's interesting to see how the competition makes the overall performance of the goalkeepers better.
Yes, Mr. Twala.
But a shorty here for Northwood. for Westville. I apologize. Westville look to pass it, and they shoot. And Peverett is just on top of it.
Another short corner there, Mr. Twyla.
Another one. Certainly, the pressure is building up in this game. Westville looking to score a goal from their short corners.
2 minutes left, Mr. Twyla. I think we might have a draw in our hands here.
2 minutes left, and Samuel, I admit, I'm starting to think that a draw is coming. But Westville on the attack here, on the players.
Poor push by the boy.
Poor push by the ball, but he's recovered it. Northwood on the defense, right on top of it. Northwood defending the Westville player there.
Great defense there by Northwood.
Great defense.
You can hear Northwood first team doing the Northwood call, Mr. Twyla.
Oh, you can hear it, and you love to hear it.
You do, Mr. Twyla.
The Northwood call.
The Knights getting ready to play for the badge, for the brotherhood, Mr. Twyla.
Yes, indeed, for the badge. You love to see it, Samuel. It's nice to see the boys so patriotical about their school.
One minute left of the game, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. Apologies for any commentary mistakes. It's our first time, but we hope you've enjoyed the commentary. We've tried our best. Mr. Twyla, I must say, I think did a very good job.
I think we have done, Sam. But here's Northwood bringing the ball out from defense. And Westville just looked to have pressed Northwood into their own 23. But Northwood looked defensive. Northwood looked to defend this. Oh, Westville. Great ball there by the player.
Great attack there by the Westville player, but great defense.
Oh, that Northwood defense is looking solid there, Samuel. It's looking strong. And 33 seconds left, Sam. And I'm starting to think a draw is imminent. A draw is imminent. Oh, great pass across the face of goal. But it's gone just wide. Northwood in the last few seconds here looking to attack. Let's see what they can do. The players are taking a bit long on the ball. You'd like to see them attack quickly and score that last winning goal, which would be nice to see.
5 seconds left, Kaolani. I don't think we're going to get a goal.
5 seconds left. Westville looks to have pressed, and I think
that's the game.
And
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's finished 1-1 for Northwood versus Westville. A great game there for Northwood, and a great game to watch from both teams. The B boys just clapping the boys off. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the game. Please stay tuned for the first team game, which is up next. A great thrilling game.
From me, Samuel McCall.
And from me, Kaolani Twyla.
Thank you.
Thank you, and it's goodbye for now, but we should be back for that first team game. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the Northwood first team game, the all-awaited game for Northwood versus Northwood. Northwood versus Westville, I do apologize. Northwood first team dressed in white and Westville in blue. You can certainly hear the atmosphere of this game. It's very much hype and talk about this game, and it looks to be an interesting one. Northwood to start with the ball, and they flick it straight at Westville. And they press them. Mitchell Jagger looks like on the press. Westville on the ball there, passing it out from there through the defenders. Northwood pressing, and it's Brent van der Linden, the captain, that was just beaten by the Westville player. Westville looked like they're coming down the line. Westville looked like they're coming into the D. Westville looks to score, and they've scored. Westville have scored within the first few seconds of this game. It's been interesting, and certainly I have to say it was a bit poor from the Northwood defense, but I do think Northwood can come back in this game. It's very interesting to see a goal so early in the game. It was an interesting tactic from Northwood to pass it back at Westville. But Northwood don't look down and out. Sarav Matai on the ball, passing it back to Adam Chislett. Adam Chislett passing it to James Hooper. James Hooper taking the ball through the middle, passing it to Diesel Strootfeld. Northwood have lost the ball, and it's now Westville's ball. But it seems to be Northwood's ball initially, as there was a foot there in the play. Ball is passed back from Northwood, and Northwood look to create a play to level up the scoreboard. Certainly not ideal a start for Northwood, but I think they can come back and win this game. Westville look to build something, but Northwood have two men pressing him. Mitchell Jagger there. It's a Northwood ball. It's a side hit for Northwood taken by Mitchell Jagger. The Northwood players pushing up here. You can tell there's certainly an attack imminent here. Mitchell Jagger passing it back to Adam Chislett. Now the ball's in the middle there. Brent van der Linden on the ball. Brent van der Linden in the D, and he's lost the ball, unfortunately. I certainly do have to say Westville have looked a bit of a better side, but Northwood don't look down and out. Westville on the attack again now. But great defense by Sarav Matai, the grade 11 from Northwood. Great defense. Now Diesel Stroofeld looked to slap the ball across, but it's been defended and deflected by the Northwood boy, but it looks to go out. Northwood ball now taken by Sarav Matai. Passed to Adam Chislett. Adam Chislett on the ball. Pass, great pass. Unfortunately missed there by the Northwood forward. And you can see the frustration on his face. It means so much for the boys to score for their first team. A great flick there by Westville, the Westville defender, but unfortunately Brent van der Linden has gotten the ball. Here comes Northwood down the line, and they passed it straight to Westville. Westville passing it back and playing it out from the back, look to create something on the attack, but the Northwood press, a great skill there from the player. Oh, but he couldn't get past Ethan Grace, but he got away with the foot there. Oh, great ball, but unfortunately it wasn't executed well. But it was a great idea from the Northwood player to pass it in the middle. Northwood was certainly stunned in the first few seconds of the game, but they don't look out of this game. They certainly do not. I think another goal is coming in this chucker, and I think it could be to Northwood. Defense, a great defensive effort there by the captain, Brent van der Linden. Okay. I'm joined now by Tumi Asele, Toomey, how's the game going for you so far?
So far, Northwood trying to put up a good effort, but unlucky when Ross dribbled into the D. Great back shot past the keeper, Toby Dwyer, but he gets there. He's going to get there with time. But let's see how the game goes out.
Certainly, Toomey. Adam Chislett passing the ball. Poor control there from the Northwood player. I think it's Diesel Strofelt. Westfall taking the ball too quickly for the refs' liking there. Adam Chislett there, taking the ball. Adam's a great player for Northwood. He had a few first-team caps in grade 9, in fact. And Sarav Matai now on the ball. Sarav coming down the wing, and he couldn't execute the pass properly into the middle of the field. Westfall looking to attack again now. Westfall on the ball. Great defensive effort, and the keeper, Toby Dwyer, is forced to kick it out. A substitution change there for Northwood.
Westfall seem to be really quick on the attack, matching almost everything that Northwood have been doing so far. But can Northwood keep them out so far? 1-0 currently.
Yes, indeed. It's a great start from Westfall in terms of the score, but unfortunate for Northwood in terms of the score. But in terms of the play, it's been brilliant from both teams. It's a great effort from Westfall, and it's a great effort from Northwood not to go down and out after conceding a goal first. Northwood looked mentally okay. They looked mentally strong, and they look to score a second goal of this game, and they look to score another goal. But currently it's Westfall on the ball here, passing it back, trying to create something and spread the Northwood defense wide. But Northwood certainly not letting them do it easy. Press there from the Northwood player. And it's a Northwood ball indeed. It's a great counter-attacking opportunity there for Northwood. And unfortunately it's defended, but Northwood are still not out here. Great defensive effort from their Westfall, but it's a great idea of play. And it's a Northwood ball again in the 23 of the Westville team. Here's Adam Chislett down the line, looking to pass it back inside. And he's passed it straight to a Westville player, but Northwood don't look to give it to him easy. Northwood has shot the ball, and it looked to be a short corner for Northwood. To me, how do you feel the short corner going?
I have a feeling Brent's going to deliver beauty in. It's either Brent or Tanner and Matt Anderson to finish it off on the right-hand side of the post.
Yes, indeed. In the game of hockey, short corners are a beauty to score a goal, and the goals that come from them are amazing. Here's Brent van der Linden taking and passing the ball into play. And let's see which castle the ball's going to land on. And hopefully it's going to be a good enough short corner for one of the players to flick it into the top corner and get ourselves a beauty of a goal. You can hear the silence and you can hear the intensity. You can literally cut through the tension of this game, of this short corner. Northwood certainly need to make something of the short corner because this game, according to the score, there we go, Adam Chislett, and it's been saved by the Westville keeper, unfortunately, but a great flick by Adam Chislett. You can tell that the Northwood players are disappointed, but they look to go again, and that's brilliant from the players. Great passing there from Northwood, certainly, and they're passing it down the line. The ball's in the corner. It requires a bit of skill to get out of that tussle. And the player's done so, and he's gotten out with a foot.
Great ball.
Great ball there, but unfortunately it's gone out of bounds. But indeed, it's still a Northwood ball. Again, Northwood with a great pass. Unfortunately, Ethan Grace, it looks like, couldn't control it. Northwood player on the ball, Sarav Matai, passing it inside. Northwood looked to certainly build something here. Great pass to Sarav Matai. Sarav coming down, passing it back. And a ball in to the D, but unfortunately it's been stopped by the Westfield defense. This Westfield defense has looked very solid, but the Northwood have been attacking, and the Northwood attack has looked very potent, but they're just lacking in that final ball into the box to score themselves a goal. Northwood look to start again and build something here. To me, what do you think of the game so far?
So far, Northwood just need to execute on the chances. The keeper for Westfield's been really good, making some top class saves at the top draw. But I have a feeling Northwood will break through the Westfield defense soon.
Certainly, I do so. I do think this game is still there for Northwood. Westfield look on the attack here, but Northwood look to push them out defensively. And Westfield now pass the ball. Beautiful pass there from the Westfield player, passing it into the box. Westfield pass the ball, and it's a goal. It's a second goal, but it looks to be controversial, but it looks like the ref has counted the goal, and it's 2-0 to Westfield. And now I can truly say a disappointing start from Northwood.
On comes Diesel Stroyfault and Josh.
Northwood have looked disappointing so far, conceding 2 goals in the first chukka. But I certainly do think that in the coming chukkas, in the next half, Northwood would look to come back. Great pass up there from Adam Chislett with Josh Crocker, it looks like. Certainly in this game, Northwood need to look more solid defensively.
Northwood have not been noticing the player that's behind their backs, who's always just simply getting the ball once he goes through everyone's sticks. So hopefully Diesel Stroyfault can pick up on him as he's staying tight to the man.
Yes, certainly. The man was between Diesel Stroyfault and the goalkeeper, Toby Dwyer. Great flick there, but it looks not to be counted as the ref has called something in Westfield's favor. Northwood have to defend here. They have to defend, and they can't afford to concede another goal in the last few seconds of this chukka. Certainly a disappointing start to me. What do you think that half-time conversation with Mr. Baker will look like?
I have a feeling he's going to say you need to get the ball up to the strikers. They have clinical strikers, Mitchell Jagger, Josh Cottrell, alongside with Tanner Capel, who can do the job for you. Matt Anderson, quick, effective. They get the goals in every time. So I think what he's going to say is you need to play the ball in early, spread them wide, create width, and then play the ball in so you have those one-on-one opportunities where he can take out the keeper any day of the week.
Yes, certainly. But we can only imagine because Mr. Baker is such a great coach. But you can never predict what he's going to tell his players. But what I'm sure of is that he's going to tell his players something that will benefit them.
Obviously, he's going to tell them keep the spirits high. It's only the first chukka, and it comes to an end. So he's obviously going to tell them now, grab water, keep your heads high, don't lose faith, trust the structure, and we'll win this game.
Yes, certainly. And the first chukka has ended 2-0 to Westfield. It's an unfortunate chukka for Northwood. But I still think Northwood are still in this game. I don't think you can count them out. This certainly looks like to be a high-scoring game. And Mr. Baker there in the middle of the field talking to his Northwood players. And hopefully Northwood can have a more positive half.
Yes, I totally agree with you. But looking at the Westfield side, the coach is obviously going to tell them, boys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep catching them off guard with the speed. You know you're faster than them. You know you've got the passing. So he's going to keep telling them to keep doing what you're doing, and you'll see the game through.
Yes, certainly looks to be an interesting game this between Northwood and Westville. Two rival schools. They very close to each other, but also very far in terms of distance. But they played a lot of games, and there's a bit of history between the teams. And either team looks to win this game, wants to win this game, and they're both hungry.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So far from here, you can see how determined Mr. Baker is to tell his boys to keep pushing, keep going, and make sure you come back and win the game. Not only for their team, for the boys on the stand, for the whole school that are watching at home.
Certainly indeed. It's interesting here to see that Northwood are 2-0 down. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to pass off the commentary here to Sam McCall and Daniel McIntosh. It has been me, Kaulani Twala, and I'll be back in the third chaka, back with the commentary. But for now, it's Sam McCall.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Samuel McCall, and I'm here with
Daniel McIntosh, and we're going to be speaking on the second shaka of Northwood first team versus Westfield first team.
the first shaka. Didn't go too well for Northwood. Daniel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, not as planned. We conceded an early goal. The morale went down. I don't think the boys are feeling up to it, but I think they come out firing, and they really started now. So we can just hope that we can pull a couple back.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what the game has in store. Westwood passing it around the back. Northwood not looking sure of themselves at the moment. Westwood definitely with the momentum. Northwood ball. Brent van der Linde, team captain, on the ball.
I'm trying to take it quickly there.
Passes it to Josh Cottrell.
Forward's not on the mark tonight. We can hope that they can get back into it and score us a couple of goals. We've got a very talented forward line, but we just got to let them get into the game. Foul to Westfield.
Caden Cook blown up there.
Westfield passing around the back. I think Northwood haven't been feeling themselves, but it's only the second game, so they just got to get match experience and get back into it. I think we've got a very good team this year. We just got to work with each other.
Yeah, Dan, from I think our experience so far, I think we all get on pretty well. We have a very talented squad. But I don't know. What do you think the problem is so far?
I think we just need to gel. I think everyone's not communicating well. I mean, between the links, forwards, and defenders, everyone in their own line.
Charles Westfall. Good save by Toby Dwyer.
Great save by Toby Dwyer. As I said, they just haven't been gelling between lines. They've been gelling in lines,
But I think everyone was to blame for that first goal. It went through the forwards, links, and defenders. But we just got to try to do better.
Short here for Westfield, Daniel Mack. Well, I hear you. I get what you're saying.
See what Westfield do here. They might look to go first Castle. Are they going to flick? Are they going to hit? Wonder where they're going to go. Westfield about to take their first shorty of the match.
What will they do? We'll find out in a matter of
David Cook's
seconds.
looking to have a swat, very talented postman on our Northwood post.
Second Castle, flick, and goal. Westfield score a third, leaving
It's a very
Northwood quite dismayed, Daniel.
Yeah, very solid flick though. I feel that Caden almost got something onto that. He looks very disappointed in himself. It's fine, we'll see. It looks like momentum, how quickly it can change. One shorty and then everything changes. 3 goals looks a bit out of reach, but if we can get back in there, that'd be great. 1 goal can change the whole momentum of the game.
I agree with you, Daniel. I think it's just about ending the second chukker well. If Northwood could pull a goal back, take momentum into the third chukker, they'd have that belief in them that they could, pull it back. But if they were to concede another or get dominated in these last 8 minutes, it could be very detrimental to their confidence.
I agree 100%. It's just about keeping your head up. Ball out wide to Sarabhan. Good ball speed, but intercepted. They just haven't been completing their passes. Ethan Grace intercepts. They just haven't been completing their passes. Everything's been going to the Westfield players. Momentum seems to be with Westfield right now. Heavy momentum as well. So we've got to do something miraculous to turn this around.
Toby Dwyer communicating well there with the defense. Very 2 talented goalkeepers up for the first team spots. Toby Dwyer and Nathan Pretorius.
Yep, so talented and so tight. They haven't picked a goalie yet. That's why half with the 2 goalkeepers. That's why we got Nathan on the bench. See how he keeps in the second half. Adam Chisler takes it quickly.
Gives it to Mitchell Jagger.
Mitchell
Jagger. Ooh.
That's a man.
Northwood ball. Mitchell Jagger runs into the D. Passes it.
Good ball in.
Ooh, Northwood somehow managed to make nothing of that, Daniel.
Scrambled that out by Westfield. Scrambled that out. Mitchell, that's a man that can produce the wonder that we need right now. He pulls a goal back like he did against DHS. Changes the whole momentum of the game.
We just need to get him firing, Dan Mack. He hasn't been on point tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't been firing on all cylinders lately. He's just coming back. He's getting into it. He's going to be a talent by the end of the season. And fundamental for the Northwood first.
Keegan Best on the field.
Keegan
First
Best.
team basketball captain.
Looks to be playing some soccer there.
Adam Chisler on the ball.
It's a great crossfield
Crossfield ball to Josh Cottrell. Josh Cottrell approaches the D. Good dribbling by Josh to Matthew Anderson. What happened there?
They're trying to scramble the ball out.
What happened there, Daniel
The
Mack?
ball's gone out. I'm not quite sure. We couldn't see. I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe it's a long corner.
Long corner, Daniel.
Long corner to Northwood. Looks like it might have Westfield player put it out.
It was very confusing, Daniel.
Oh, very confusing. You couldn't see anything.
Hey.
Matt Anderson looks to be doing. Ooh, ball gets in. Oh, scrambled out. Ooh, no.
Sorry for the background noise, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, sorry.
Westfield looking to counter-attack, get the ball out their own half. Adam Chisler with an attempted ball towards the D.
It's like a very messy game so far, which we can expect from only the second game of the season. Josh Cottrell out wide. What's he going to do with it?
Gives it to Ethan Grace. Ethan Grace wins a shorty.
That's great.
They'll be looking to capitalize on this, Daniel Mack.
Yeah. Adam Chisler's been flicking like a demon, going to get some advice from Mr. Baker. He's got the calls.
What do you think they'll do, Daniel Mack?
Ooh, I think they'll give Mitchell a flick here.
Mitchell's
going to go for a flick. If he's on, yeah, he's on.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone watch Mitchell Jagger.
So this could be a very big moment for Northwood, Daniel.
Very
You
big
never know.
moment.
If they score this, they could pull it back.
He's got to try go sideboard here. Looks like the push is going to go to Sarab Matai.
Ooh.
Come on, boys. Let's score this one. Yep, I was right. Mitchell Jagger with the flick. Another great
good
save by the keeper. That's another great save by the keeper. Second one the keeper's had to make to his right this half. No, this game so far. Chisler made a nice sideboard flick in the first quarter. So the keeper, he's reading us like a book. So we need to try to do something innovative and different. been a very solid, besides the one goal, which was quite lucky in a shorty. I think it's been a very solid half by Northwood. Keegan
Ooh.
Best misses.
Jumping back well though.
He's got to
Westphal
jump
looking to
back well.
capitalise on the mistake by the Northwood boy.
Ooh,
But
okay.
Vishgavanda gets the ball,
Ooh,
turns backwards,
that's a
looks to
lovely
counter.
nutmeg. It's a lovely nutmeg. Not great ball speed that he hoped to get on that. Chisler gets it out to Mitchell.
Mitchell looking to create, gets it in the D.
That's great dribbling. Oh, I don't
Mitchell
know.
tumbles over the Westphal defender, and it's a 16.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing some rugby there.
That's only next week, Daniel Mack.
Yeah, only next week. Okay, we're waiting.
Rugby season incoming.
Yeah, boy, yes. Yeah, boy, yes.
And van der Linde on the ball, looking to make something. The captain.
Running baseline.
Ooh.
That's very close.
Tackled easily there by the Westphal defender.
Westphal looking very calm in possession here. Ooh.
Cottrell looks to switch the play. Tanak Capel gives it out to Keegan Best.
What can Keegan do with this?
Keegan wins a hit just inside the
Northwood
Westphal.
blows for Northwood.
Sharaf Mathey on the ball.
Is he going
Good skill there, Basarov.
give it out
Gives
wide?
it to Keegan.
He's still
Sloppy
coming-
play by Keegan there.
Keegan's still very sloppy. He's a very talented player, but he's still coming back from a hectic back injury. So we just got to wait and see for when he gets his peak. Ooh, very
Westphal moving
sloppy
it well
by
around there at the back. But sloppy touch by the second centre back.
Vishan Governor intercepts. Westphal are looking a little bit shaky right now. Northwood have got to capitalise and get themselves a goal before the end of the quarter. There's only 2.5 minutes left of the quarter, so we need to capitalise on this. Vishan Governor misses.
Westphal passing it around. Manipulating Northwood's press. Centre back runs through the midfield with ease, but passes it into his own player's foot.
That's a great
Northwood look to
interception.
counter. Good pass by Brent van der Linde. Mitchell Jagger on the baseline. And is
Ooh.
tackled. You can hear the disappointment in the BE boys' voices there, Daniel.
Yeah, you can. They come to watch some good hockey. We need to deliver on that. We need to at least get a goal for them because we know that we're going to be there for their rugby match next week.
Yes, Daniel, man. Westphal look to counter in the last minute and 45 seconds of the game. Not the game, sorry, of the chucker.
Not long left of the chucker, Sam. I think we need to get a goal to settle things here. Settle the nerves.
Oh.
Mitchell Jagger messes up. Oh, Mitchell, get back and defend. That's good. Putting the Westphal players
Good
under
work by
pressure.
Mitchell there. Foul blown against
I
Mitchell.
don't think that's a foul.
It's a bit biased, Damak. Okay.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
And also look to stay solid in this last minute. Not concede any.
Press led by Baku Baku at the top. We need to just try and let nothing go through the middle here.
Centre backs moving the ball at a good speed. Carries it forward. Probably will play the outside back, and he does. But the outside back misses it.
That's great pressure by Mitchell Jagger. And Sam?
Northwood
fundamental.
boys, 50 seconds left. What did you think of that chucker, Daniel Mack?
I think it was very average. I think it was Westphal were just composed when we were attacking in their D. Ooh, straight into the knee of the player or thigh. That's very dangerous. But I think, all in all, I think 1-0 for that chucker isn't a fair reflection. I think they've only been in our quarter, not very much. We've been in their quarter dominating for quite a bit now. Just haven't been able to complete those final passes in the D.
I would agree, Daniel Mack. You see, I think it has been a very average quarter by Northwood boys hockey. They haven't managed to create much, although we have had territory. What we've done with our possession has not been great. So hopefully, halftime, they can have a change. Something spark inside them, Daniel Mack. That can.
I agree. We're looking very blunt at the top, and we need to sharpen up those edges. We need to just be ruthless in the finals. In the final D, 2 seconds left, and it's all done.
Second chucker completed. Thank
End
you,
of the
ladies and
chucker.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
We will
ladies.
now be passing over the commentary to your favorite, Kaulani Twala.
We'll be back in the fall.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, in the second half of this game. It's me again, Kawulani Twala, joined by Tumi Asele. Tumi, how has the game gone for Northwood?
I feel as if Westfield just picked up in the second chukka as they left off in the first, and they just came back with intensity. So now in the second half, I believe Northwood will pick up the pace, get Piri on the ball, look at the speed, he's moving quickly, get him on the ball, get some good counter-attacking play moving forward, stay with the width structure, and they're bound to get a goal sometime.
Surely. But it's been a very disappointing half for Northwood, conceding 3 goals. It's never ideal to concede 3 goals with so quick in such succession. But Northwood don't look out. I believe Northwood can still get something out of this game.
Well, like I always say, if a team can score 3 on you the first half, you can score 3 on them the second.
Indeed, Tumi Asele, that is very true. Here we have Tristan Boyle here. Great ball, great shoot, Surov. Great goal from Northwood. Surov Matai. Great goal. You can see what it means to the players. Great goal there. It was a team effort, actually. It looked to be Surov Matai, but we can never be too sure. But to me, do you think this is the beginning of the comeback for Northwood?
Yes, certainly, I believe it. So, look at the excitement in the boys. Everyone is excited. The crowd is getting pumped up now. You can see the heads of Westfield boys dipping slowly.
And there's a big, for lack of better words, oomph and push and drive in the Northwood boys now after scoring a goal. You can see that the two attacking players, Vishan Govender and Sumelo Baku, are up in the D looking to receive that pass, a pass that has been brought in beautifully by Josh. But unfortunately, Westfield defense was too strong for them. Here's Westfield on the attack again. Northwood trying to get back into place, but a brilliant stop there. Northwood certainly have now gotten back into shape, and this half couldn't have started better for Northwood with scoring a goal. Don't you think so, to me?
Yes, I think this is exactly what Mr. Baker would have wanted. Speaking from a normal perspective, Northwood are always the team to go down first, but we always come back firing in the second half. And I think there's a chance these boys could slightly pull it off. They just need to have the courage, the strength, and the stamina.
Brilliant there from Northwood's Vishan Govender, the grade 9 that is playing his first team cap.
And there's been a short corner won by Northwood.
And it's a short corner, and for those of you who watch hockey know what goals come from short corners here at Northwood.
So, delivering it will probably be Brent van der Linde, looking by a stop at Josh Castle, in by a flick from either Adam Chislett or Mitchell Jagger.
There's such class in these young gentlemen here. We have Adam Chislett and Mitchell Jagger, who both played great hockey in 2019 and the beginning half of 2020, having made their respective KZN and SA teams. But let's see what this short corner has in store.
Joining the line is Deputy Head Boy of the school, James Hooper.
Here we go with Brent van der Linden. Drags the ball in, stop there, flick by Adam Chislett, hit by Adam Chislett, and unfortunate Westfield have just defended, and I think that was more luck than defense, and Adam Chislett hit it just wide of the goal. But great to see Northwood back on the attack and not being passive, being aggressive, hungry, but Westfield on the ball here in the D, and unfortunately the player could not control it.
If you haven't noticed already, there has been a swap of keepers for the Northwood side. In the first half, it was Toby Dwyer. Now on is Nathan Pretorius.
As we said earlier, Northwood has a vast variety of quality good keepers, and the competition between the boys just makes the overall performance better between both keepers that we have here in the first team. And it's great to see them sharing the role.
Yes, Northwood have lots of depth in each of the positions, whether it's up front, links, your mids, even at the back end of the field, at your goalkeepers. They have lots of keepers lined up waiting for their chance.
A ball out there, and it looks to be a 16 for Northwood. Northwood certainly need to do something, and the player subbed on is Matt Anderson up there on top with Vishan Govender and Mitchell Jagger. Northwood playing the ball out from the back, but Westfield look to press. But Northwood cool, calm, and collected, as most of the boys have been today with that press.
if you notice, the Westwood players are sticking tight on Tanner Capel, who has been considerably noted as a playmaker of this team for a number of seasons now, along with Brent van der Linde as the seniors in the team.
An interception there by Westville that caused them a nice long corner, it looks like. It looks to be Northwood's ball, actually. Vishan Govender,
Matt Anderson's going up.
Mitchell Jagger with the pace, trying to hook the ball away from the Westville defender, but he's forced him to push it out. Jagger on the ball here, looking to create something, to create a goal that will certainly now put them back in the game. And as Tumi said earlier, whatever the opposition team can do in the first half, you can do it in the second half. And Northwood certainly look to do so. Matt Anderson on the press here.
This is the type of energy they need.
Vishan Govender on the press. Stolen, but unfortunately it's a foul and it's a foot there. But it's great to see the intent of the Northwood players. They're intending to attack and they're not sitting back. And that can be attributed to Mr. Baker.
And you can see the never give up attitude they have. Keep fighting for every ball they get. The sprint, the determination, every time the ball goes out. Look at how quickly these boys are willing to get the ball.
Certainly so to me. Here we have the ball being played here. I think it looks like Caden Cook. It needed a certain amount of skill there, and I think he's got it. Brilliant pass. Does he look to get it? Unfortunately, it's just too far away from what looks like Caden's best.
Great steal by Caden Cook.
Great steal
from him.
Unfortunately, it's stolen from him, but he looks to have and lost it again. A pass there by Westville, but the player couldn't get the ball under control.
Westville haven't had a shot so far this chukker, and you can see that's all because of Mr. Baker's tactics. See the defense keeping the ball, keeping the structure, stay calm, cool, collected, and just move the ball around. Let the ball do the moving for you, and you end up scoring.
Yes, certainly. The players are looking to open the field and spread open the Westville team as a whole and pass through the gaps, certainly, which what it looks like.
Great ball by Tanner. He's won it back for Northwood.
Ethan Grace now on the ball, looks to take it quick, but doesn't have the options. Pass to Adam Chislett. Adam Chislett passes it. Great pass to Mitchell Jagger, which looked great shot. Unfortunately, he's gone just wide. And I will tell you, that is centimeters. That was a great backstick shot from Mitchell Jagger. And that is a quality Northwood have. That is a quality, a great pass from Adam Chislett and a great backstick that has unfortunately gone just wide. And certainly Northwood look to be back in. Oh, here's Ethan Grace now. Through Mitchell Jagger, looks to hit it. Oh, and he hits it straight into the keeper. That Westville keeper is looking brilliant on the saves. He's looking great on the saves, and he saved quite a few balls. But Northwood is looking to go again. Northwood is looking. They have Jagger here. Sorry, I apologize. Looks like Caden Cook.
Tristan Boy. There's never often I see Mitchell Jagger miss two back shots in the same chukker, let alone same game. It is a rare occasion. He usually bangs those in the goal.
Mitchell Jagger, which is one of the top scorers in the past few seasons for Northwood. He certainly is looking hungry for a goal here. Great control by Matthew Anderson down the corner. And he wins the ball. Brent van der Linden coming something. Something, unfortunately, is out of control. But it looks like Northwood are attacking and Northwood are bringing the game to Westville. Westville have looked to sit back and have looked content with their 3 goals. And, I mean, I would be too, but you can never put out Northwood out of the fight. Northwood are currently the sleeping giant and are looking to get back into the game and hopefully win it.
Yes.
3 minutes left in the chukker, 3.5 minutes left in the chukker.
Yes, certainly. You can see Westville are happy with their 3 goals, willing to sit back, pass the ball, wait for time to run off.
Oh, Brent van der Linden won the ball brilliantly, and it's now Keegan Best on the ball. And he's lost it, unfortunately, but it looks to be a foul from the Westville player, bringing it to be a Northwood ball. Adam Chislett on the ball now. He looks at his options and he passes it to Mitchell Jagger. Jagger looks to need skill to get out of that corner. And Jagger comes away with something. Jagger skilling down the wing. Jagger was skilling down into the D, and he looks to be good on the ball. Certainly so. Don't you think, to me?
Yes, certainly. But my one question is, can this Northwood side do it? Can they do it in a cold, wet night in Durban North?
And it looks to be drizzling now in Durban North. A light drizzle, which will certainly affect the boys. That is, it's very chilly in Durban. Here, it is a very cold night.
Yes, certainly. But the Westfall boys look good. Great steal by Adam Chislett. He needs support as he's surrounded by blue shirts, so he passes it back towards the D. Can he start to play or maybe even end the play? It's gone out. Westfall ball.
It's drizzling quite hard now, and you can certainly see that the boys are getting cold and they need to stay warm in this game.
Yes, certainly. You can see the bench are even warming up. They're trying to stand up, keep the energy flow moving, and Baku Baki gets the ball there. Can he move?
Unfortunately, it's a ball taken too slow for Northwood for a counter attack, but they certainly look to build something here. Great play by Brent van der Linden to Tristan Boyle, who unfortunately loses it, and Westfall down the line here. Brent van der Linden on the ball again. Great again.
Ethan Grace moving the ball down. He plays it towards Caden Cook. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. He's looking for Baku Baku as an option. Can he play the pass?
He plays a pass to Baku Baku. Baku Baku coming down the wing. Certainly brilliant skill there by Shumelo Baku Baku. Hits it off the player's foot and gets a ball to Northwood. Yeah, he certainly has options here in Josh and Adam Chislett. Baku Baku takes the ball, skills the players, coming down the side, but loses it to the Westfall defender, unfortunately.
Northwood with the ball. Ref has called something. He's seen something here. What is it?
The Westfall player looks in discomfort, and hopefully he's okay. He looks to have been hit with something in the back of their head. He certainly looks in discomfort.
It looks like it might have happened when Shumelo Baku Baku had his wonderful dribble along the baseline, and when it got stolen, he might have had his stick up by mistake, but you're going to see now.
Northwood ball here. And the player looks to be okay. Caden Cook there passing the ball across the field.
That's Cottrell.
Cottrell down the wing. Brings it back into the D, but unfortunately no white shirts, only blue shirts of Westfall there. Westfall on the counter-attack. Brilliant stop there by Sarav Matai. Brilliant stop there. And now Northwood look to attack again. It certainly has been Northwood's half here. I would say Northwood has certainly done better in this half. Look to attack and attacking the players. And that's the half, ladies and gentlemen. And Northwood has scored a goal in this half. And it's finished. It still is 3-1.
Can the boys bring it back in the last chucker? I believe all they need to do is score 3 goals and they've won it. But all Westfall need to do, stay calm, cool, and play the game they've been playing all night. Great hockey we've seen tonight by 2 great Durban schools, 2 great South African schools playing hockey.
And unfortunately for both teams, this rain looks to be coming down hard and fast. And it certainly will affect the players as it's getting cold. Wait. Whoa. Play. And we will be back in the fourth chaka with commentary from Daniel Mack and Samuel McCall.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel McCall here, and I'm back with
Daniel McIntosh, and we're going to be narrating.
commentating, Daniel.
Commentating, all right. But
Good score there by Mitchell, but loses the ball. Just a quick shout out to the McCall family from Cape Town. Northwood looking to bring back an early goal in this fourth chukker because they need it, Daniel, if they're going to have any chance at winning the game.
anything can happen. Baku almost scored a goal, and then Keegan almost followed it up, just a bit wide though. Positive start to the fourth quarter, I think. I think Northwood's got something up the sleeve that they can deploy here in the fourth quarter.
Josh Cottrell winning a foul there, driving towards the baseline. Short corner. Very good there by Northwood. You can hear the cheers of joy. Hopefully they can capitalize on this short corner, Daniel.
Yeah, they look very excited, and why wouldn't they be? They just want a shorty. If they get a goal here, that's 3-2.
10 minutes to score another goal.
Whole game changes. Whole game changes, and the momentum will be with them. It has started with them, but we just need an amazing flick or fast post deflection here. So they need to make something happen. Looks like Josh Cottrell might take it.
Sarav, who usually stops, is now pushing, Daniel. I
Very
think the push is off. No, Vish. Vish is pushing.
Yeah,
Because Ethan's off, so let's see what they make of this, Daniel.
Josh Cottrell standing on the outside, so I'm pretty sure that there might be like a slip ball or something.
Or it could go to Mitchell for a flick. Let's see. Top to Mitchell. Sarav gives it to Josh Cottrell. Lifts it over the defender's stick. Gets fouled by the keeper. But nothing's called. Nothing's called. Very controversial by the
No, it
umpire
looks like
there.
there's something
He didn't make
here.
any calls.
Mr. Morphiking's parking on the halfway line.
We saw that right here, Daniel
We
Mack. What
saw
did you
that.
make of that challenge by the
I think
keeper?
I think that's something for the keeper. That's
Short corner.
Ooh, I think that's.
I think it could have been a bit more than a short
that's a
corner,
bit
Daniel
lenient.
Mack.
He took him out completely without the ball. I don't know what's cutting there.
But let's see what they can make of this next short corner, Daniel. Hopefully, it's something a little bit more effective than what they previously had.
I agree.
Another push coming from Vish Governor.
I think they might go for a far post deflection here. Two people running far post, Tanner and Keegan Best. Let's see what they can make of it. We'll get
Flick by Mitchell Jagger.
Oh,
Good save by the keeper, but it was missing, Daniel. We saw that.
It was going wide, but it's still an amazing save to get
Great
down
save
to
by
that.
the keeper.
But it's fine. Northwood will take the 16.
Josh Cottrell on the ball, looking to create something. Gives it to Keegan Best. Keegan running down the baseline, looking to create an outcome. Passes at 45, but no one's there. Tanner retrieves the ball, gives it to Vish Govender, and he loses it. Keegan giving away a foul.
He's giving away a foul.
Time's ticking, Daniel. They need to score soon. And you feel like those two shorties could have been the opportunities for them
That's
to
the
turn it around.
opportunity. We train it so much. You gotta convert your shorties. Two goals from two shorties. That's 3-3 right there. Whole game changes. It's about outcome.
Lots of communication taking place between the Westville and Northwood boys, Daniel.
Yeah, Mitchell Jagger hasn't been firing tonight. You can see him. He's had very, very close opportunities with that one backstick and that last flick, which was probably going to go wide. But he's getting on his game towards the end of the game. We can see if he can provide the moment of magic that Northwood need to get back into the game here. Rolling subs coming back on. Looks like Ethan Grace is on. Matt Anderson as well. Brent van der Linde.
And Tristan Boyle as well.
Ooh. Almost an amazing ball through to Vishan Govender. He's been very good this game.
He has been very good.
Very lively, getting a good goal. A
The
nice,
fittest player in the team, Daniel Mack.
very fit, very fit. He's been training
And only
really
in
hard.
grade 10.
Only in grade 10. He's got a prosperous future at Northwood.
Yes, he does.
We can see he's going to be in the Northwood.
Sloppy
first
play
team.
there by Tristan Boyle, giving it out.
Tristan Boyle also in grade 10. So we got
Yes, a few grade 10s.
very bright future at Northwood here.
Good ball movement by Westville out to the right back.
I don't
Runs
know.
it down the right side of the field. Looks to make a pass.
Ooh, that's
Brent
huge.
van der Linde intercepts it.
Lovely.
Gives it to
intercepted.
Matthew Anderson.
Matthew Anderson's got
Eliminates the defender, but pushes it a bit wide. We'll look to bring it back centrally. Foul given away. Westville ball. And 8 minutes to go, Daniel Mack.
Ooh, time's ticking. I'd give them to 7 minutes to score 2 goals. Anything past that, it's going to be a very tight squeeze to get those 2 goals. They're going to have to use every ounce of confidence that they got left to try to get these goals. We got the potential and we got the talent in the striking lineup. So we just got to sharpen those edges and get the goals in the D. Vishan Govender, you can see he's hunting for another one. He's frothing at the mouth for another one.
Got a bird 1 meter above us, Daniel Mack.
Yeah.
Mr. Baker giving some instructions from the sideline. 7 minutes to go.
I would say this.
It's a friendly, Daniel Mack, but what Do you think this result and the previous loss to DHS, what impact do you think that could have on our first team boys?
I think even though it's a friendly, it's never really a friendly, as one of the coaches at Northwood said. Forgot the name, but I think that it doesn't help them a lot going into Glenwood tomorrow. We need that's a must-win game. First caps for many of the people. You know, there's only 2 experienced first-team players in the squad, and Keegan Best. Oh, that's a P flick. That's
P flick. Very good
That's a
decision
stroke.
there by
The
the
Westfield.
umpire. Do you think he could have that was making up for the previous score when the keeper wiped out Josh, Daniel?
I agree. Karma comes around, and that couldn't be more true. Brent van der Linde steps up,
Captain
kisses the ball.
places it on the spot.
P flicks a very.
Like Bruno Fernandes, Dan Mac, will he convert?
Steps up. I think he'll convert. I think he's going to go bottom left.
Okay. Let's watch this, Dan Mac.
Mr. Baker's giving some type of instruction there.
Very surprising call there by the first team coach, Mr. Baker. He has told the boys on the field to rather do a shorty. Am I hearing that correctly, Dan?
I don't know what's happening here, but it looks like it's going to a shorty. Maybe Mr. Morpher King said something, but it looks like the coach, one umpire in the orange, was adamant that was a stroke. So I have no idea what's going on here.
Very confusing passage of play there, Daniel Mack. Well, let's see if Northwood can capitalize from this.
I don't know, but as we said, 7 minutes, and that's what the time is. They need to score from this.
2 calls you'd think that had gone against Northwood in this last chucker.
Looks like Vishan Govind is going to give it a whack, or to Keegan Best in far post.
First Castle. Vishan Govind deflects. And deflected, it's a goal for Northwood. Goal by Brent van der Linde, the captain.
Brilliant goal by Brent van der Linde. 7 minutes.
6 minutes, 50 seconds to get another one.
Northwood can get back into this game. It's very, very possible.
See, they're filled with hope now, Daniel.
Yeah, they're filled with hope.
They're
motivation.
ready.
They've got the motivation to pull this off.
If only they could have started a little bit earlier with this.
Exactly. It just takes one more moment of brilliance. I think Northwood have deserved it. They've been amazing in this fourth chucker.
Fourth chucker, they have dominated. And even though they've had a couple calls that could have been said to be against them, they've pulled one back and hopefully they can pull another back.
But it doesn't really matter about the stroke, because stroke or P-flick, the way you call it, is because we still scored from the shorty, so we would have scored anyway. And sometimes P-flicks can actually be a little bit harder because people overthink it, just like a penalty in soccer.
Sharp Mathay on the ball at the left back. Drives infield.
That's a great ball.
Very good, Basra.
Boyle look for the pass.
Boyle drives down the line. Goes to Holland. Drives again. Looking for someone to lead.
I think if we were mentally ready for this game, it could have easily been 2-2 right now, because that early goal that we conceded, I think that was just very clumsy.
Put the boys down.
I think it put the whole of the team down, and then that led to the second goal in a very, very short succession or quick succession. And I think if we had just started with the winning mentality that we've got in the fourth quarter, we could have easily won this game. It would have been a very comfortable. Ooh, that's a great dive by Tristan Boyle. That's great determination there by the youngster.
Really fighting for his place in the first team, Daniel Mack.
Yeah, he is. There's
lots of competition.
Lots of good competition in the
first, seconds as well.
Everyone's there, right up there.
That's something that I think Northwood have created a record for. 24 teams in the whole school for hockey.
I agree. They even need to get the open players to go coach the lower under 16 teams, as we got an up to under 16 J team this year, which is just phenomenal.
Very big impacts over the last few years that Mr. Baker has had on the hockey at Northwood.
I agree. Boyle just being dribbled around here.
Westfield on the attack.
Defense need to just be solid and not concede a goal, because last thing we need is our heads to go down. We've got 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. We just need to sort ourselves out here.
Westfield ball in the D, and nothing comes of it.
Oh, it looks like a
4 minutes to go, Daniel Mack. What do you think the final score will be?
Final score, I think Northwood could pull one back here. We just got to see. We got to get the ball up though, because we're playing in the wrong half. Our goals aren't in that half. So we just got to sort ourselves out here. If we start playing in their half, I think we can get the goal. But if we trough around the back like we're doing now, Adam's pushing up with the intent that we need.
Gives it to Tanner Capel, but Tanner misses it. Westfield player wins that contest.
Very tenacious player lately.
Sorov gets skipped past and does not agree with the decision. And the ball is being brought back. 3 minutes 50 seconds to go, Daniel Mack. I feel like this could be ending in the loss for Northwood.
It could possibly, but if we got to pull one back here, we got to dig deep here. We need to get the tenacity and guts that we desire. It's all about the want. How hungry are the boys for the win? Not even the win, for the draw at the moment.
Something defending baseline.
Watching
Great defending by Adam Chislett.
Adam Chislett, under 16 SA hockey player. Ooh, proving
Very
his,
well done there by Adam.
proving his worth.
Northwood on the counter attack. Brent van der Linde driving forward.
Brent van der Linde, the goal
Making
scorer.
a pass to Flumelo Baku, but he can't retrieve the ball. Daniel Mack, how fatal could that be to Northwood's final chucker?
That's very influential because Baku, if he just gets on the end of that ball, it's a ball straight into Vishan. So we just got to watch here. We just got to take our chances. These are the 50-50 passes we're talking about. Baku's got to be watching the ball.
2 minutes 50 seconds left, Daniel Mack.
Mitchell Jagger pressing with intent. Baku charging up. Baku not
no one stepping at the guy running down the right.
Shumela just leaving a gap open there for Westfall to attack through. Adam Chislett. Ooh, that's solid again. Throws an overhead to Vishan.
Northwood ball. Vishan looks to play
ball.
quickly, gives it to Mitchell Jagger. But Mitchell misses it. That's surprising, Daniel
Mitchell
Mack.
hasn't been firing. The whole team seems to be firing around him. He needs to dig deep and prove to everyone why he's SA under 16.
Big game tomorrow against Glenwood, Daniel Mack, for the first team. They need to win for their confidence and just for the going ahead in the season.
That's a huge game for the morale of the first team because next week is the Clifton Top 10 Festival in KZN. So if you can go into that with a win underneath your belt instead of 3 losses, it's a big confidence booster. And
Agreed.
I think the team has got the talent and the tenacity to do it. They've just got to implement that. Got to work as a unit.
1 minute 45 seconds remaining.
Adam Chislett plays a lovely ball down the
To
line.
Tanner Capel. Tanner looks to cut inside. Eliminates one, but gets tackled by the second.
Looking for options, but not getting in.
Westfall look to counter. Westfall into the D.
Ooh.
Short corner for Westfall.
Short corner, that's not
That
correct.
could not be good for Northwood, Daniel Mack. 1 minute 20 seconds remaining, and you think that Westfall will take the short corner slowly.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to take it slowly. They're going to try time waste. I think, personally, time's running out for Northwood.
It's not looking too good, Daniel Mack, for Northwood's first team result here.
I agree. We just
Another loss.
We needed to dig deep, concede a goal here. The only chances to get a breakaway goal here is there are literally 59 seconds to go. We got to dig deep here and get some type of miracle, or Northwood are down in the gutters.
50 seconds left. Westfall. Short corner.
They're going to take their time. Ooh.
Some movement there from the Westfall boys. Good flick. Good save by Nathan. That's a goal. And it's a goal.
That seems to be a goal. It looks like it's all over.
4-2.
4-2. A detrimental score to Northwood hockey so far. 4-2 versus DHS, and now it looks like it's
4-2 versus Westfall.
4-2 versus Westfall.
Sorry for the commentary there. I thought that Nathan had made the save, but it had gone into the goal. Josh Cottrell on the ball, looking to salvage some sort of...
It's all about defending pride here. Can they get that goal?
Keeper casually hits the ball away.
Yeah, that wasn't bothering the keeper. Sam, what do you think?
And that's the game. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We hope to see you tomorrow. And
please tune in tomorrow for the Glenwood game.
And we will be having post-match interviews in just a few minutes, so please stay tuned.
The first team game tomorrow should be around 10:45, followed very closely by the second team, or Brown Sox.
From myself, Samuel McCall.
And Daniel McIntosh.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night.
Ikea, I need a count. I need a countdown. Yes.
No, it's fine. Thank you. Yo, positive keeper. No, it is. First, I mean, 8th of May. Yeah.
William, I will also ask you how did scoring early impact your performance? Yes, sir. Okay, I'll do audio, sir. Okay, countdown for audio. We'll just. And ladies and gentlemen, the game is finished. Northwood 2, Westville 4. I'm joined by the captain of Westville, William Gillett. William, how did the game go for you?
I think it was a brilliant game, both evenly matched on both sides. But it was really nice to get back out onto the pitch.
Well, William, you guys scored certainly very early. How did that affect your performance in the game?
I think it did put us on the front foot, and it's good to get that confidence boost early because obviously the boys are new to hockey. We haven't played in a while, and it's good just to get going, you know.
Well, William, certainly was a good game. Now, what is next for Westville hockey?
Tomorrow we're going up to college to play another practice match, and then next week we have the Riverside tournament. So we are looking forward to that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard William here saying that his team played well and it was a good game. Now, next up, I have the captain of Brent van der Linde. Brent, how did that game go for you?
I think we started off a bit slowly. We struggled at the beginning, but once we found our momentum in the second half, I think we played very good hockey. I think we dominated Western in the second half. But it was a brilliant game overall, and I think the boys enjoyed it.
There certainly was a difference in that second half with Northwood scoring goals in that second half. What was the difference? What was said in that interview by Mr. Baker?
So we changed our outlets. We put up a bit more ball speed. Our press, we changed our press. We try to get Westville into a corner and press in there. So that changed, and then we often hit help side often. That's a terminology we use in hockey, and that changed the game.
Well, Brent, I just want to ask, what is next for Northwood? What are your next fixtures looking like?
So we got a big game at the start of the season tomorrow versus Glenwood. I think the boys are ready and pumped for it. Then, same as Westville, we have the Riverside tournaments next week, which we are very keen for and we're ready for.
Well, thank you, Brent. We wish you all the best. And that was Brent van der Linden there, the Northwood captain, saying that it was a disappointing performance and they play Glenwood tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our stream. Please be sure to join us tomorrow right here on Northwood School YouTube channel for Northwood versus Glenwood, a set of fixtures that look very interesting. It has been myself, Kaulani Twala, and I thank you and goodbye.
Tomorrow again.
Yes.
Well spoken. Tough. Well done. Nice to hear.